Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Sumukascha Yekadantascha Kapilo Gajakarnakaha Lambodharascha Vikato Vignarajo Vinayakaha Dhumaketurganadhyakshaha Phalachandro Gajananaha Vakratundaha Surpakarno Hirambaha Skandapurvajaha Shuklambaradharam Vishnum Sasivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasanna Dhyayet Sarva Vignopasantaye Yasyat Virada Vaktradhyaha Parishadhyaha Parasatam Vignam Nignanti Satatam Vishvaksenam Tamastraye Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheswaraha Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. With Swami's grace, let us continue. We came up to slokam number 40. Narada Uvacha Ma Kanchana Suchaha Rajan Yat Isvaravasam Jagat Lokaha Sa Palaha Yasya Ime Vahanti Balim Ishituhu Saha Samyunakti Bhutani Sahayeva Viyunakti Cha. Do not worry at any time, at any place, O Maharaja. The whole universe is under the control of Isvara. Isvara Vasam. Lokaha, Sapalaha, all the worlds and all the rulers of the world and all the gunas that rule the world, everything is controlled. And here, everybody offers worship to him, to the Master, to the omnipotent Almighty Bhagavan, because Saha, he, Samyunakti Bhutani, all the beings, he brings them together. Sahayeva, he only, he alone, he only, Viyunakti cha, he separates them also. Narada continues, number 41. Yata gavaha nasi protaha tantyam baddhaha swadamabihi vak tantyam namabihi baddha vahanti balim ishituhu. Vahanti balim ishituhu. Now you are getting familiar with that phrase. Yatha gavaha nasi protaha tantyam baddhaha swadamabihi vak tantyam namabihi baddha vahanti balim ishituhu. Yatha, in which way gavaha, cows, nasi, in through their nose, and through the nose, protaha, strung through the nose, and what is strung? Tantyam, a nose string, is normally connected to through the nose of a cow. With that, baddhaha, with that it gets bound to swadamabihi, a rope. And why is it? Why is a nose string tied to a rope? So that the person who takes care of the cow can guide it along the right path, can direct it. In the same way, Vaktantyam Namabihi. Vaktantyam means all the instructions given in the Vedas. Vaktantyam. And the various guidances, guidelines, and instructions and commands they have been given. Namabihi, in the various nomenclatures, in different ways it has been given, so that we can clearly understand it. With that, baddha, we are bound. So that, and who has given them? Bhagavan has given them. Like same way, a cowherd takes care of and guides and protects a cow through a rope that is tied to its nose string. Bhagavan has given us instructions through the Vedas, and with that he is bound us so that he can guide us along the right path. Vahanti balim ishituhu. Vahanti. In this case it means so that human beings can carry on. Balim, the order of ishituhu, of Isvara. Yata gavaha nasi protaha tantyam baddhaha swadamabihi vak tantyam namabihi baddha vahanti balim ishituhu. Number 42. Yata Krida upaskaranam samyoga vigamau iha ichaya kridituhu syatam tatayeva isha ichaya nranam. Yata krida upaskaranam samyoga vigamau iha ichaya kridituhu syatam tata eva isha ichaya nranam. When you play a game, any game, right? When we were young, we were playing different games, board games or whatever it is. or cricket or soccer, doesn't matter. Whatever game that we play, sports that we play, what do? We bring playthings together and we separate them together by the person who's arranging the play so that he can play a part in the game, isn't it? And the same way, Bhagavan, through his desire, it's a play for him. So he brings people together and separates people together in the game that he is playing with people. Yatha, in which way? Krida upaskaranam, the various playthings that we use. Samyoga, bringing them together. Bigamau, also separate them iha, in this world. Ichaya, as desired by Kridituhu, to people who want to take a part in the play, who want to play. Syatam, they established like that. Tata, in the same way, Tata eva, in the same way only, Isa Ichaya Nridam, Bhagavan Iswara, through his desire, he brings people together and separates them in the play that he is playing. So all of us can also participate in that play. Yata krida upaskaranam samyoga vigamau iha, Ichaya kridituhu syatam tatayeva isa ichaya nrunam. Number 43. Yet manyase dhruvam lokam adhruvam va nacha abhayam vacha ubhayam sarvata nahi sochyaha te snehat anyatra mohajate. Yet manyase dhruvam lokam adhruvam va nacha ubhayam sarvata nahi sochyaha te snehat anyatra mohajate. It's a very important slokam. It happens to all of us all the time. Yat manyase, as you think, whichever way you think. Dhruvam, okay, this is Bhagavan. But Dhruvam means established, firm, that is always there. That is Bhagavan, that is truth. Whatever you think may be truth, or lokam adhruvam, or you may think many things in this world are not true. Va means or you may also think that no, whatever you think is to be truth is really not truth, and whatever happens in the world that you think to be untrue is also not untrue. You may think those also. Nacha ubhayam, or you may not think either of these. Okay, this is what we all think. We know what we think. We know what truth is, but we really don't know, right? And we think all the things we see in the world are all untrue, and we separate Bhagavan from everything. And so at the same time, we know what we are thinking is wrong. So that is what he's saying. Nacha ubhayam. Either way, whatever you think, sarvata, all of them, nahi, or definitely they are not where it is at. And thinking like this, sochyaha, we undergo grief. Because all these thoughts that we go through happens because snehat, because of attachment, anyatra, or otherwise, mohajat, through delusion. Whatever yatmanyase, whatever we think is definitely not true. It is either because of attachment or delusion. We think, well, all these various things about truth and untruth, and we don't know what truth is, we don't know what untruth is, all these things we have in our mind. It's all yat manyase, whatever we think. Sarvata, all of them, nahi, they are certainly not where it is at. They are all happen because of our attachment or due to our delusion. Yat manyase dhruvam lokam adhruvam va nacha ubhayam sarvata nahi sochyaha te snehat anyatra mohajate. Number 44. Tasmat jahi anga vaiklavyam ajnanakritam atmanah katham tu anataha kripana varteram techa mam vina. It's a beautiful thing, exactly what Dhruva's mother Suniti advises him. It's the same advice that comes here. Tasmat jahi anga vaiklavyam ajnanakritam atmanah katam tu anathaha kripana varteram techa mam vina. Tasma, therefore, Anga, O king, Narada is talking to Yudhishtira, right? So, O Anga, O king, Tasma, therefore, Jahi, give up. This Vaiklavyam, all your mental anguish and mental worries that you have, these are all Ajnana Kritam. They are all done by, created by, a result of your ignorance of Atmana, of your indweller. You are not aware, you are ignorant of this Bhagavan Ishvara who is within you, and you are ignorant, therefore I have all this mental anguish. Give it up. And then thinking like this, worried about your uncle and your uncles and your mother Gandhari and all that, you are thinking Katam, how to, but Katam Anataha, all these helpless people, they are very helpless. And Kripana, they are also very poor creatures. I mean, poor not in a materialistic sense, but they are aged. So they are helpless, and in that sense, they are also miserable, poor creatures. Varteram, Katam Varteram, how can they survive? Kate, Katam Varteram, they means they, Katam Varteram, how can they survive? Mam Vina, without me. This is what you are worrying. So give it up. Give that worry up, Vaiklavyam, give that Jahi. Because Bhagavan is taking care, he says, okay? So don't worry. Tasmat Jahi Anga Vaiklavyam Ajnana Kritam Atmanah Katam tu Anathaha Kripana Varteram Techa Mam Vina. Exactly what when Dhruva went and complained, he didn't complain. When mother beseeched and finally got this extracted why Dhruva was crying, and when he told, and she said, what? I cannot help you. Nobody can help you. Only Narayana can help you. Go seek him. That's exactly what he says. Why are you worried that without me, how will they survive? Is what you are thinking. That's why you are worried. Give that up, because that's born out of ignorance. Tasmat Jahi Anga Vaiklavyam Ajnanakritam Atmanah Katam tu Anathaha Kripana Varteram Te Cha Kripana Varteram Te Cha Mam Vina. Number 45. Kala karma guna adinaha deho ayam pancha bhautikaha khatam anyantu gopayet sarpagrastaha yatha param. Same thing again, Dhruva's mother tells Dhruva. That's what she's beautifully, the same point comes here. Kala karma guna adinaha deho ayam pancha bhautikaha Katam anyantu gopayete sarpagrastaha yatha param. Narada continues. He says, Ayam dehaha, this body, pancha bhautikaha, made of these 5 natural elements, the panchabhutangal. And adinaha, it is controlled by, it is under the order, under the control of kalam, the time, karma, under the control of work, and guna, under the control of the 3 natural tendencies. That is what ayam degaha, that's what this body is. So when it is bound by these 3 things, made of the panchabhutangal, Katham, in how can it anyan gopayet to, but, and anyan means others, gopayet, how can it protect others when this body itself is controlled by these 3 things and made of panchabhutangal? How can one body can go and protect another person? Katham anyan gopayet, anyan means others, gopayet to protect. And just like the way, yatha, in which way or like, sarpagrastaha, when one is bitten by snake, and he is trying to protect param, others, he is trying to protect param gopayete, he is trying to protect others, when he himself isn't bitten by a snake. How can he go and protect others? That's why, that's a beautiful statement from Narada that we must remember. Okay, it's always only Bhagavan is the only one who can help, who can protect, and who can give the succor. Nobody else can. And without knowing, we go and fall at the feet of so many people, okay, uselessly. But that is what we do. And when Bhagavan says, don't do that, come to me, he says, Kala karma guna adinaha deho ayam pancha bhautikaha katam anyantu gopayete sarpagrastaha yatha param. Number 46. Then beautifully he describes a rule that is taking place. Same thing that Sukamuni describes to Parikshit later. Ahastani sahastanam apadani chatushpadam palguni tatra mahatam jivaha jivasya jivanam. Gives a natural law very beautifully. Ahastani sahastanam apadani chatushpadam palguni tatra mahatam jivaha jivasya jivanam. Ahastani sahastanam. Ahastani, the one without hands, is overpowered by one with hands. Sahastanam, along with hands. And for example, ahastani, animals without hands, are overpowered by human beings who've got hands. So you can think of it, various examples you can think of. And apadani chatushpadam, apadani, things without feet, and they are overpowered by four-legged beings. Like you can think of a plant, for example. A plant does not have feet, and it is come and eaten by four-legged animals, right? So, ahastani sahastanam apadani chatushpadam palguni tatra mahatam. Palguni means person who is small. Mahatam means great. How a small thing is always overpowered by a bigger thing. Like you could take a small fish is always eaten by a bigger fish. Or you can always say another meaning is Palguni means weak. So Mahatam means strong. So a weak person, a weak thing is always overpowered by a stronger person, by a stronger being. This is a natural law. Jivaha, all the beings, jivasya, in order to live. Okay, how do they live on this earth? To jivanam. This is the rule that they follow to sustain their life, jivanam. So Bhagavan is taking care. There is rhythm. There is a natural law. Don't you worry about it. Ahastani sahastanam apadani chatushpadam palguni tatra mahatam jivaha jivasya jivanam. Number 47. Tat idam Bhagavan Rajan Eka Atma Atmanam Swadruk Antaraha Anantaraha Bhati Pasyatam Mayaya Urudha. This is what he explains. So where is this Bhagavan? So you say all this. So he says very beautifully here, extremely beautifully. Tat idam Bhagavan O Rajan Eka Atma Atmanam Swadruk Antaraha Anantaraha Bhati Pasya Tam Mayaya Urudha. O Rajan, O King, that idam here, Bhagavan, that Bhagavan, Isvaravasam Jagat, that Isvara, that Bhagavan, Eka Atma, one only, one entity only. Period. Atmanam, the being, the indweller in all the beings, not only what we call as the human beings or animals or plants, but including a speck of sand, including ether, including space. The space that is between a neutron, a nucleus, and an electron revolving around, for everything, is Atmanam, the indweller that's present, including your thoughts and emotions, the invisible, the subtle, everything, that Eka Atma, Atmanam, being the indweller, Svadruk, he reveals himself. We don't have to go to a temple to see Bhagavan. Just see the person in front of you, see the computer in front of you. Doesn't matter. Everything, Bhagavan is revealing himself from everything around. And by doing that, he is actually revealing himself within you, that he is present within you. That is why he reveals himself from outside. Actually, he is present inside. Sadruk, self-revealing. Antaraha, he is the indweller. Antarangam, we say, Bhagavan, most personal and most confidential and extremely personal. And that Antaraha, Anantaraha, is also present in everything outside. What we consider to be outside is nothing but a reflection, a reaction, and a resound of what is within us. So, just like a mirror, he appears outside, but is actually Antaraha. And he is present inside. Svadruka, self-revealing. How does he reveal himself? Bhati, through effulgence. Through effulgence. Everything in this universe, including ourselves, is nothing but effulgence. Nothing but effulgence. It could be sound, it could be smell, it could be taste, it could be a touch, it could be a thought. It doesn't matter. Or it could be a vision. Or it could be imagination. Doesn't matter. It is all effulgence. Or it could be just a cell that's breaking up. It doesn't matter. Whatever it is effulgence only. And the effulgence appears in infinite ways. Bhati, pasya, see, tam, that effulgence, mayaya, through the process of delusion. How does it appear? Urudha, in so many ways, in infinite ways, so many manifestations it has got. Pasya, see that. This is what Narada tells him. This is how we see Bhagavan. Not in a temple, not in puja room. Every time, every place, and all places, in all things around us. Please remember that. And Tat idam Bhagavan Rajan Eka Atma. Atmanam Svadruk. Antaraha Anantaraha Bhati Pasya Tam Mayaya Urudha. 48. Saha Ayam Adhya Maharaja Bhagavan Bhuta Bhavanaha Kalarupaha Avatirnaha Asyam Abhavaya Suradvisham. Narada tells him something that Yudhishtira already knows, but he tells him that. And so beautiful when it comes from Narada himself. Saha, that Bhagavan, Ayam Adhya Maharaja Bhagavan Bhuta Bhavanaha Kala Rupaha Avatirnaha Asyam Abhavaya Sura Dvisham. O Maharaja, he says, Saha, that Bhagavan, that Atma, whose Atmanam Svadruk, Antaraha, Anantaraha, Bhati, that Bhagavan, Saha, Bhagavan, that Bhagavan, I am here, Adhya, now, in this place, Bhuta Bhavanaha, he is the one, the origin of all the beings, Bhuta Bhavanaha, he is the one who is appearing like all these various beings that we have. He is also Kala Rupaha, he is also the form of time. And Avatirnaha, he has taken the avataram. Avataram does not mean descending. Bhagavan does not descend. He is there every place. How can he descend when he is already there? Not possible. He is already present. So, Avatirnaha, in English generally it is translated avataram as in Bhagavan descends. As if Bhagavan is somewhere higher up and then he is coming down. No. He is not like that at all. Bhagavan is very much where you are. So, avataram or avatirnaha means no different from how a mother bends down to pick up the child. That's all Bhagavan does, avataram. And he comes in a way that we can cognize him with our five senses and our mind. Otherwise, he is already present, but he manifests himself so that we can relate to him. With our limitations, we can relate to him, and then understand what this selfless love is, what this effulgence is, get a taste of it, so that we can merge in it, we can become one with it. Asyam, in this world, avatirnaha, he has taken avataram. Abhavaya, to eliminate suradvisham, the evil doers, people who are doing adharmic acts, like what they did to Draupadi is an example, how they stole the kingdom that belonged to them, many things that you can give examples of what the Duryodhana and company did. Even Bhagavan Krishna himself tells them, everything will be excused, you just do this, but they don't listen. So the evil doers, suradvisham, abhavaya, to eliminate them, that Bhagavan, Saha Bhagavan, asyam avatirnaha, he has taken birth, is manifested himself, asyam, in this world, that is Sri Krishna he is talking of. Saha ayam adhya maharaja Bhagavan bhuta bhavanah kalarupaha avatirnaha asyam abhavaya surad visham. Number 49. That Bhagavan, who knows what he does, he comes for a mission. Once his mission is done, then he disappears. Okay, he becomes invisible again. The invisible becomes visible and then becomes invisible again. Nishpaditam deva krityam avasesham pratikshate tavat yuyam avekshadbham bhavet yavat iha isvaraha. Very important. Very important. We must obey Bhagavan's command. And you can play with him, you can do whatever you want with Bhagavan, but you must obey him. That is very important. That line that he draws should never cross. Nishpaditam devakrityam avasesham pratikshate tavat yuyam avekshadbham bhavet yavat iha isvaraha. That Bhagavan, what did he do? Nishpaditam. He has performed, he has carried out devakrityam, the work that he came to do. He came on a mission and he has carried it out. Avasesham, very important. He has carried out mostly. Avasesham, there is something remaining. The balance is remaining. The rest. Pratikshate is being awaited. Because whatever work he has come to do, he has done it. But looks like there is some remaining work that he needs to do. So let us wait for it. Pratikshate. Wait. See what the remaining work is. Yuyam, you, all of you, tavate, up to that time, till he completes the rest of the work that he has come to do, tavate, up to that time, yuyam, all of you, avekshadvam, just observe and wait. Observe and wait. Bhavet, be like that. Be patient. See what else he wants to do. Take his command. Take his cue. Take his direction. Because most of the work seems to have been done. Why he has come. But looks like there is a little bit of work remaining. So observe and wait, all of you. Yavat, till the time here, Isvaraha, this Bhagavan is manifested himself. Till Sri Krishna remains here in his avataram, that means he has got some more work to do that he has to finish. Till that time, you also, all of you, wait and observe. Nishpaditam devakrityam avasesham pratikshate tavat yuyam avekshadvam bhavet yavat iha isvaraha. Number 50. Dhritarashtraha saha bhratra gandharya cha svabharyaya dakshinena himavataha rishinam asramam gataha. Gataha is a verb, went. That's what it means. Dhritarashtraha saha bhratra gandharya cha svabharyaya dakshinena himavataha rishinam asramam gataha. Dhritarashtra, saha, along with Bhratra, his brother Vidura, Svabharyaya Gandharya cha, his own wife Gandhari, along with them, Dakshinena Himavataha, on the southern side of the Himalayan mountains. Okay, what we call as Himalayan mountains, on the southern side of it, Dakshinena, Rishinam Ashramam, and went to the place, the hermitage of Rishis. Gataha, he went there. Dhritarashtraha Saha Bhratra Gandharya cha Svabharyaya Dakshinena Himavataha Rishinam Ashramam Gataha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.